So when we arrived at Chinchilla, we noticed there was a bit of leaking coming from the front of the trailer. We've already had problems with leaking internally, but after 300 kilometres, you can see the dripping here. We're still retaining water somewhere, so it has been fixed now, but just wanted to point this out. Hey guys, we're just going to voice over for this next bit. The gravel that we were walking on was particularly noisy, so yeah, here we go. So the free camp at Chinchilla. There's power yet to be installed when we were there, but is obviously coming. Fireplaces, so independent ones between all the different van spots, but there are a couple of communal ones as well. The whole area looks like it's really well set out. There's spots for bigger vans. Some of the corners seemed a little bit tight to turn, but I'm sure you'll be able to manoeuvre your way around. But just over on the right, you can see one of the larger fire pit areas, so communal fire area, but heaps of space there for hybrids. There are toilets adjoining as well, no showers, but for a free camp, I don't think you could ask for more. It's very, very inviting, so I know we can't wait to get back out there. So we'll see you there.
2 minutes off the class. Enjoying some sunset. Best wife ever has to get some dinner started. You're open from here. So, another shot. The colour change is amazing as the sun's setting. And calmer. Like the water got more still.
Yeah.
It's weird how when we first came out we couldn't see that blue lagoon as much, but then now you see the angle through the water.
Alright, so just at coming back from looking at the new facilities that they're building at Chinchilla Weir. So we will be back because they look epic. Great spots for photography. So if you want your landscapes, your sunsets, your sunrises, it all from the pontoon that they've built, you've got access to both. All we're hoping for now is a good clearish night. Doesn't look like we're going to be in luck for that, but if we can get some clear nights, then we'll also have a bit of astro, which I think from memory should fall perfectly from the pontoon south-ish from where we currently sit, so should get some nice reflections. And yeah, in terms of birds of prey, I only saw a kite flying around. There's heaps of pelicans out here, and as you can probably hear, between crows and cockatoos, there's lots of that. So just back to the van now, so see what sort of merriment and fun the kids have been up to.
Get the fire started.
Get the fire started, having some stew, a little bit of damper, and some dumplings.
Yeah, that's
But anyway, you found all the wood, babe.
I found all the wood.
Yep. Trust you to get your hands on it.
I was looking for thicker pieces.
Oh, yeah.
That's what she was doing.
Yeah.
I'm good now though.
You good? You
Yeah,
got
a
enough?
couple more pieces still. Yeah.
You got enough in both hands?
I've ironed.
That's-
Yeah, that's probably all I can take. So. Just making some beef casserole. Just chopping up some garlic. I've dusted the meat with a bit. Just browning off the meat so that I can add it to the veggies into it. So I'm making some damper as well as some dumplings. Is that called dumplings? Yeah, dumplings to go into the stew. As you have the flour, you have some butter, and you have some milk. The hardest part to the whole game is getting the butter incorporated with the flour, but it's also the fun part too. So I'm thinking for 3 cups. For 3 cups of flour, I'm going to go with 3 spoons of butter. Maybe 4 for good measure. The butter helps to soften up the dough so it doesn't seem as dry. And then with clean hands, get your hands in here. And we have to rub the butter into the flour until it looks like little breadcrumbs. And then to that we're just going to add milk until it gets to the right consistency. So if you could get the milk for me, open that up. Just watch that's hot. Maybe, well, might be easier over there. There's 2 of us. So because of the
How much do
and you're just going to slowly pour it in, and so that I can bring it together. It tends to work better to bring it in with a knife, actually. That's nice. So very slowly pour it in into the center. So it's slowly because we don't want too much at once.
Kind of have to pull when you're blocking it.
Yeah, just. And we're just mixing it up until it starts to come together. You just stop a minute. Well, so it's just coming together into a nice kind of dough, bit sticky dough still at this point.
A bit extra protein.
Yeah. You see speckles in there.
Oh, good.
Okay, so you just got to keep working around inside the bowl. Just keep stirring, mixing it,
Knead it. So
but not too much, not with your whole hand. Just try and just keep turning it around and around. And bring that last bits of that dry flour underneath, so scoop in underneath. And then turn it over, scoop and turn. Okay, and we're going to take some out, because we're going to use that in the stew. And we're just going to spread that out over here. There's too much flour. And you just got to press that down into a flat piece.
Not too heavy on the short tip. I don't know how much weight it can take.
Yeah, I'm just join that in with it too. Yeah, and you can play with this now. So now I'll finish the dumpling bit. So you're going to take this in your hand. While your hands are all dusty. And we're going to put a little bit of flour on. And you're going to try and make it like a round ball, but don't squish with your squeeze like that. You want to handle it gentle and not warm it up too much now, okay? So you want to try, can I show you quickly? We're going to try and just keep slowly doing something like this until it comes into a ball. And then that flour disappears a little bit. Morning everyone, 6:15 in the morning. The birds in the cars got us up early so we could get sunset shot. It's a little brisk, but not too cold really. Though it's Mother's Day, I got some gloves, so my hands aren't very cold. Doesn't quite match with the rest of the gear. If your hands and your feet are warm, then you're good. A bit of gold and pink coming in. We're just heading down to the jetty, or pontoon, it's correctly labelled. Trying to catch a bit of the sunrise as it hits the water. You know those birds. They're so tiny, those little birds. It's very picturesque here though.
Sunday morning, time to pack up. Dishes are done, breakfast has been made. Brandon comfortably drinking out of the juice bottle. Yep, got that on film. Dodgy. Mum on Mum's Day doing laundry.
It's not a lot of laundry. Your laundry on time.
The campsite's great. This is the open area. It is being upgraded. Got the solar blankets out as well as the roof solar. So we had a bit of an issue yesterday. I don't know what caused it, but the roof solar only was inputting at 4 amps. Sorry, 0.4 amps. Whereas the solar blanket was putting in at around 4, 5, 6 amps. So don't know what went on there. So this morning we've got 7 amps coming in off the roof solar, and then off the solar blanket we've got about 3.5 at the moment. So which is doing a fantastic job of charging. Apart from that, everything's great. We just had a shower before. Water was nice and hot. We've got plenty of water on board.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's right. Just part of the pack-up process. So the elastic strap for that, I think, is inside, because I had to hang up the solar blankets, babe.
Sorry.
Yep. Hang on, buddy. You got to grab the other mat yet? The chairs go on the carpet, and then the mat and the tarps go on top of them. So didn't have to unhitch last night, which was first time for us. I left it just connected to the back of the car. Still put the stabilisers out and everything else. So that swags are packed up, fires put out. Took a couple of buckets of water this morning, put that guy out, so retained a lot of temperature from last night. Now it's just literally the awning, the last couple of chairs and table, and we're good to go. So another sort of 4 hour, 3.5 hour trip back to Brisbane. Alright, talk soon.
No, wait. We're all finished at Chinchilla Weir, on the way out now. Making our way home. A 4 hour trip. Yes, before you leave Chinchilla, don't forget to stop and grab a photo with the big melon at the information centre. There are some handy selfie stands to make it easy. Have fun and see you next time.